start recording our session. So again, everyone, welcome to today's demonstration on networking made easy for our legal issues and regulatory compliance conference. It's happening virtually January 12th and 13th. Wanted to just show you a few things to, that'll make your, things that you can take advantage of in advance of the conference, maybe reaching out to people and setting up some things and inviting people to meet you in your meeting space and your exhibit booth in advance. So first of all, I want to make sure, can everyone see my screen? I'm sharing the lobby area for the conference itself. You have all also received the ability to log in. I can see that several of you are logged in right now. You can, these are the people that are both logged into our, I think, into our Zoom, as well as logged into the event itself. So this will be kind of an interesting interactive way for you to see how the whole system is working. See if yeah, perfect. So first of all, I wanted to bring your attention to this lobby area. This is the public chat. So there, Dustin and Jennifer and I have been on here. So you can post a chat to anyone here and anyone can see that, maybe when you're first logging on. The other fun thing to see in the lobby area, which will be populated once we are live in the event, is there will be an area over here for social media. And if you use our hashtag, which is hashtag LIRC2020, we'll be sending that out to you as well. Your social media post will appear over on this left-hand side of the lobby area. So it's kind of a fun way to let everyone, kind of send a shout out to everybody and then have them follow you on either Twitter or Facebook. It's not connected with LinkedIn, just to let you know. The other thing that you want to know about this lobby page, pardon me, is that this up here in the right-hand corner is the carousel for all of our sponsor logos. So you will see, if you are a sponsor, you will see your logo appear in that carousel. This is the number of people who are online at any given time. Also is the number here in this lobby, because we're all in the lobby right now. This notice over here on the bell with the red circle next to it is important. You want to take a look at that, because that's going to indicate to you if you have any messages. If anyone's tried to communicate with you, you want to be watching for that. The next I wanted to, so if you can, so Ed, you would be needed to be logged into the Zoom call as well as the virtual event, and you can see both. The next thing we wanted to go over today was how you can take advantage, those of you that are sponsors, you can take advantage of inviting folks into your exhibit space. So I want to take you over to the exhibit hall, and I realize some of you have participated in some of our other virtual conferences. This is the same platform, so some of this might look familiar to you. But I'm going to use Ballard Spar as an example, because I think they've got a great exhibit booth set up here. So when you go to the Ballard Spar space, you can see that you can join live. So if somebody has invited you into the Ballard Spar meeting room for a conversation at a specific time, you click the join live button and you'll be joined on webcam. You can have up to 25 people on a webcam at a time, or in a group at a time, all on webcams having a conversation. We're going to do a demonstration of that in just a moment, which is why I'm not sharing my camera yet. I want to make sure that I don't have a conflict between running the Zoom account and showing you this demonstration. So you can have a banner, graphic here. You can also make sure that you have all of your social media populated here, which Ballard Spar's done. They have Rich listed here as their contact. You can chat with Rich, or you can get his bio, read more information on him. This is more information from, marketing information from Ballard Spar, and they've also populated it with a video, a commercial video on the company. So I think that they did a great job in populating their booth. So one of the things I've talked with a number of you about is this notion of inviting people into your exhibit space if you are wanting to have some sort of roundtable discussion during the conference on a topic of your choosing. So at this point, I'm going to join live in our booth, and I'll show you how this works. I've got that, so I'm going to join the meeting. I'm going to go ahead and use my camera here, and Jennifer Roth, our conference manager, is joining me there. So you can have, as I said, up to 25 people can join at any given time, and you can have a conversation here. Because of the connectivity between Zoom and Feedloop, using two at one time, it's going to be I'm going to go ahead
I'm on a webinar, but they can't hear me.
I wanted to let everybody know. And if you are on the call and not talking, if you could mute your line because we're hearing some feedback. So I just wanted everybody to know that this is how you can go into your booth and have a live meeting with anybody at the conference. And then you just want, if you want to, when you're done with that, you can click back out to anything within the space and click to something else.
Email server administrators. He too saw the same thing.
I could ask everybody to, I'm going to mute everybody right now because I'm hearing somebody's background and they're not listening. So I'm going to just go ahead and start and mute everybody. So if you have a question, you can go ahead and unmute your line and go ahead and ask that. And now I'm done with that video, so I can start my Zoom video. So in networking, if you want to have just a conversation with someone or start a chat, you can do that in here. I'm going to find Jennifer again, because she is doing the demonstration with me, and I'll find Jennifer Roth, who is our conference manager, and I can start a chat with her here. I'd like to meet today. So once I've started a chat, you can see you'll have this opportunity to join a video call. So if I wanted to, let's say I'd had a communication with Jennifer and she's like, yeah, we did need to talk today. You can join a video call right from that private chat. So just another way that you can interact with anyone that is attending the conference. You can go back to networking and look through all the people who are registered. If you can see that the people here, like Ashley, who have populated their profile with their picture and other information, you might want to do that if you have not done that already. It's kind of a nice thing for people to have in this virtual environment, have a photo of you so they'll, as they are, communicating with you and networking with you. Under groups, we have 2 groups set up right now, but Jennifer will be setting up a group for anybody who is a sponsor. So in the groups, you can also do a video call. This is for up to 5 people. So this would be more of a small group conversation, again, of just 5 people. If you are an exhibitor, which we are, you can see who has visited your booth. So if you want to check out who during the conference has visited your exhibit space, this would be the place to look at that. And then again, I can message any of those people. If I wanted to start a chat with Gwen, I could start a message right there, and it would act just as we had demonstrated. Jennifer, oh, she does have this in here. So the other thing, getting back to the exhibit hall, in addition to your booth, you have, if you are a sponsor, we're going to set this up to you. You'll have your exhibit booth will be here. So this will be the information that you want to populate. And then you also will have meeting room. And this will allow you to have another opportunity for up to 25 webcams. we are enabling that functionality for each of your exhibit booths. If you want to set this up for a meeting room to have two opportunities, maybe there's two people from your company that want to be having discussions and dialogue or presentations, kind of sidebar mini presentations during the conference, you can ask to have a meeting room set up. And that again would be another 25 webcams that you can have access to at any given time. You will need to add the lead retrieval to that meeting room, and that is a fee of $99 if you chose to do that. Okay, I think from my notes, I think that was kind of the biggest part of the things that I wanted to share with anybody. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. And Jennifer, our conference manager, is also on this call, and she knows more about this than I do. So if anybody has any questions, I'm happy to answer those now. But I did want to be able to show you guys, you know, at least the networking part of how this is all working.
I would definitely say that you've become an expert in this as well, Susan. So we've tag teamed on this quite a bit. I do want to add for our sponsors and for our speakers as well that we have the ability to capture who has gone into your booth. So if they go in and they don't click the send information or request information, we will still be sending out those reports to you as sponsors that you will know who's been in your booth, so you can reach out to them and say, hey, we saw that you visited our booth and we'd love to send you some more information. And for speakers as well, we will know who attended your session, so we can send that information and you can then respond to those people and say, you know, hey, we saw that you came to our session. Did you have any follow-up questions? Things like that. For the lead retrieval that's in your booth, you can schedule your own type of roundtable discussions or anything like that that happens. We encourage you to do some socializing within your space and really get people to interact with you in that way. Maybe there's the possibility that they pop in and you do a drawing at a certain time of day, anything like that. We're also going to be adding some gamification. I don't know if we've gone over that yet, Susan, but some gamification that's going to happen as well. And if you want to take the lead and kind of show them how that works, we will be adding some secret codes to exhibitor descriptions and within the sessions as well. And it encourages people to do some more interacting.
So this is where you would go in your portal. You go to gamification, you're going to enter a code. So where are you going to see those codes? The codes are going to be in kind of peppered all throughout the conference, right? We will be updating this with more information about the association, maybe in our description. There will be a gamification code, and it'll give you, a certain code to enter in. You enter it in here and it'll be worth so many points. And you enter the code, you can claim the points, and then at any given time you can go over here and see who is leading. We will be having prizes for the top point getter during the event. We also have codes throughout. There could be a code in the description of a certain session. There could be a code in a speaker's bio. In each of the exhibits will have, the virtual exhibit spaces will have a gamification code. So you want to be able to, look throughout and kind of interact throughout all of the aspects of the virtual event, so you can take advantage of playing that game. Jennifer, one question that I think was a good one. How do the sponsors edit their exhibit hall profile and their exhibit hall information? Is that information that's already been emailed to the main contact?
That is true. Exactly. So if there is somebody within your group, and they should be listed on your in your booth, who has access to the portal that can then go in and change information. One thing I will say is that on the back end of things, if you want anything to have a link or any type of thing within your description, just email me that, because for whatever reason, that's not something that the exhibitors can do, but I can do on the administrative side of things. So I've just kind of learned how to trick the system a wee bit. So if you have any questions or you want something changed and maybe you're not able to find the internal person at your company, feel free to reach out to me and I'm happy to make those changes for you.
Okay. So we talked about gamification, everything. Oh, the sessions. None of these obviously are live right now, but during the, when the event is happening, this is where you will go. So we're going to start with the opening remarks that are going to start at this time on the 12th. And you want to be sure that as each session you roll to the next thing, you want to make sure that you are on the session that's occurring at that time. And the reason is that will allow you to do this part, which is engage. You want to select what room you're in to engage in, and then you can type questions. Our speakers will be available to answer your questions live via the Q&A in the Engage module. So you definitely want to make sure that you are you're listening to the sessions and you're moving through the sessions based on the current timing. Talked about your account. This is where you want to go and upload your profile information, any information that you want your fellow conference attendees to have about you. This is where you would post that.
And one really great thing that's a feature on this as well is if you have a Calendy account, you can put that meeting link in there and people can then go and schedule meetings with you, and it automatically populates. So when anybody goes to look me up, they can see that I have a Calendy, and it will then allow them to make schedule a meeting with me. So if you do have that, and it's a free meeting link that attaches to your Outlook, it's very handy. I don't know who came up with it, but they're a genius. And however it integrates is an amazing thing, and it works really, really well in Feedloop. So if you want to make one-on-one appointments, you can do that as well.
So wait, you guys, what are you saying? Calendy? I'm sorry,
yes.
Can you clarify that a little bit more?
Sure.
Thank you.
It's Calendy, so it's CALENDLY.com. So if you sign up for that within your profile, and I don't know, Susan, if you click on your account button and it shows your profile, I don't believe you have that. Exactly, but where it says meeting link is where you would put that. So all you have to do is get that what your link is to the Calendy, and you just populate it in there and it just automatically comes up. So if you look at my profile and you want to chat with me, it should show either in the booth, it will show to make a meeting with me, or it will show in my profile. So you can see book meeting. If you go into the into our exhibit space, it will show that next to my name.
Or you can just look, you can do it either in the booth itself
there you
or
go.
with the individual person. You can see that book meeting is an option there because Jennifer has populated, she uses Calendy, but there's several applications that will allow people to set up meetings with you.
So.
And then I wanted to see, looks like we refreshed this, and this was an example of what I had talked with you about earlier, which is the social media feeds that are posted. Now, these are all the things that we have, we as an organization have posted, but if you go on to Twitter or Facebook and post something about a reference to the conference, use our hashtag, it will populate here within a few minutes. It's kind of fun. For our conferences that we did over the summer, Jennifer and I would both kind of do these quick videos in the morning each day, kind of welcoming everybody. And it was a fun thing to kind of have scroll through the lobby. And it's also a great way to take advantage of just, your company name and your name appearing more within the virtual environment. So please take advantage of that. And
yes, and I would encourage all of our sponsors and all of our speakers, you were all given custom graphics and custom things with your logos, and inviting people to register for the event. We know that Christmas is coming up, the holidays, New Year, all of that. But we are doing a really big social media push, and we would love it if you could also do that social media push as well. Encourage your folks to register, encourage your clients, your peers, your colleagues, put it out there that you're a proud sponsor. anything that you hashtag will show up in this lobby. And so we would certainly love to see lots and lots of friendly competition as to who can have the most posts and get the most people to sign up. And we do know who has the most people using their promo codes. So we spy on you. I'm not going to lie.
But yeah, great way. If you are a sponsor, again, as Jennifer has mentioned, or a speaker, you have received a social media graphic to be used to promote your participation and support for this conference. So if you don't have that, please contact Jennifer and she can make sure that you receive that and can start using that over these last few weeks that we're building up to it. Any other questions? Does anybody have anything else or another area of the virtual conference that you'd like us to review?
I do. This is Gwen Rebar. Hi. I would like two questions. One, you said the roundtable discussions on the topic of our choosing. Where do we go do that? And the second one is, can you explain what gamification is a little bit, please?
Sure. So the roundtable discussions, so let's say you want to invite people to come into your booth at 11 a.m. on the first day, and you're going to have a roundtable conversation on a topic of your choosing.
Right.
You are a sponsor, right? Finley's sponsor. So you'll have a couple of ways to reach out to these people. One, you have contact information for everybody who's registered. You can say, hey, join us in our exhibit booth at such and such time when we're going to have a conversation about this topic. You can also post which I did at one of our conferences over the summer. When people log on in the morning, I had posted it over here saying, hey, at 11 o'clock, I'm going to have a conversation about, X, Y, or Z. So you can post it here and people might catch it in the morning, or you can send them an invitation. But what you want to do is say, come and visit our exhibit booth at such and such time. And then they'll click the join live here and they'll be connected to you. That'll be for the first 25 people. Does that make sense, Gwen?
Yes. Okay. Thank you for redoing that one. Yeah. Perfect. Got it.
Yeah. No worries. And then
we set it up and we do it and we'll be there at that time, and then others will join.
It's similar to as if we were live and you can say, hey, come to my booth or my meeting room, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna do that. And then what I was saying, Gwen, the other addition, if a sponsoring company wants this, we can set up what Jennifer set up for us. So we have our booth here and we can do the join live 25 here, right? But if you have more than one, like let's use Wright Finley as an example. If you have more than one attorney that wants to do those roundtable discussions and you kind of want to have your own schedules, like not be, sharing it with anyone, you can have a meeting room set up in addition to your booth. And you don't need to populate as much information. It's really just a place. And you can have up to 25 webcams on this as well.
Oh, awesome. Okay, I see it now. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then on gamification, this is a game we'll be playing throughout the conference, and you're going to find these codes. There's going to be gamification codes throughout the event. It's going to be in descriptions on sessions. It'll be in people's booths. It will be in speaker bios. It can be posted in the chat, maybe a staff, like one of our admins, we can post it in chat. But anytime you see a gamification code, you want to go on your account, you want to go to gamification, enter that code and claim the points. And then we'll be giving away prizes for the top point getter during the conference. I keep clicking that. But then also you can click there at any time during the conference to see who's ahead. It gets quite competitive. It's pretty entertaining.
Dude, okay, that sounds fun. Thank you.
And then anyone else? Does anyone else have any other questions or something that we haven't covered? Okay, feeling good about that. Well, you know how to reach Jennifer and I. So if something comes up that we didn't cover, or you're getting into it and then another question came to you, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We want to make sure that you are getting the most of your experience in this virtual environment. And we look forward to interacting with everybody in the first couple weeks of January. Happy holidays to everyone. And I hope that this was helpful, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thanks, you guys. Bye. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.